Man, so tonight, man, we were in Memphis, Tennessee for the go home show of Monday Night Raw before Payback this Saturday. And they didn't show this on TV, but they did put it on their YouTube channel and stuff. Jerry the King Lawler was here tonight, and obviously Jerry has been dealing with a lot of health issues these past couple of months. So to see him back, and I say he's still recovering, but it looks pretty good. You know what I mean? So it's always good to see the Jerry the King Lawler, mostly specifically in his hometown. But yeah, I actually thought this was a really good episode of Monday Night Raw tonight. The show kicked off with Sami Zayn and Damian Priest, and honestly, I was kind of shocked they started a match off on Raw with an actual match. I'm used to seeing WWE Raw open up with a 20 or 30-minute segment that takes up like the first good hour of the show. But to kind of show you guys how good of an episode this Raw was, at least in my opinion, Sammy and Damian I thought had a really good match here. Now, Damian did get the win here because JD McDonough got involved, and even despite getting the win, Damian was not happy about JD's involvement at all, and he pretty much left JD out to dry because Kevin Owens came out and Sami Zayn obviously, and they both hit their little big moves on JD McDonough. Now the Judgment Day, they were backstage, they were talking, and again, this segment just goes to show you that Rhea Ripley is the true leader of the Judgment Day because she was like, "Look, you guys need to pull your head out of your asses. You guys need to work together, especially if you're gonna win these tag team titles. If the Judgment Day does not walk out of Payback as champions, then there's gonna be some changes. I don't know what changes she's talking about, but someone might get the boot. That's all I can really say there. So Damian and Finn better get it together, or someone's gonna probably get kicked out like their boy Edge did. But next we saw L.A. Knight, or we thought we saw L.A. Knight. We actually saw The Miz coming out, man. This segment automatically reminded me of all those years ago leading up to Mania 27 when The Miz, he came out on one of those episodes of Raw, and he mocked The Rock. Bald head, glasses, shaved eyebrows, everything. And The Miz actually did a really good impersonation of LA Knight. I ain't gonna lie, I was dying laughing in the segment, but The Miz pretty much said like he's gonna end LA Knight at Payback, and this was a nice little final message to LA Knight before their match. So really good segment if you haven't checked it out. The New Day versus the Viking Raiders. Now this matchup was pretty long. The match started off solid for the most part. I know Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle were by ringside watching, observing, and but yeah, I really thought like it really got good towards the end. The Viking Raiders did get the win there. Obviously, they actually kind of had a little scuffle with Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle, which I would say definitely played into the Viking Raiders winning. But yeah, honestly, the New Day since coming back, like I said, Kofi, since he's been back from injury, and Xavier Woods obviously here as well. The New Day has been looking good, and I thought they looked good tonight, despite losing. But Gunther cut a promo for about Chad Gable, how he's gonna beat Chad Gable, and we were all assuming that their match was going to be at the Payback pay-per-view, but it's actually going to be on Raw next Monday night. So kind of surprising that it's not on Payback. Maybe they was like, oh no, we don't want it to overshadow like the main event or anything like that. I don't know, but it's not going to be on Payback. Their match is going to be on Raw. Hopefully they give them a lot of time next week and actually let them cook, because I do think they can and will cook if given the chance. Speaking of cooking here, Chad Gable came out. He took on Ludwig Kaiser, and Ludwig Kaiser, I'm telling you, man, like when it gets to the point where like the group like splits, and I know it's kind of early saying that, but like Ludwig Kaiser, he has the strength to be a singles competitor. Giovanni Vinci as well. If you haven't seen some of his work, obviously in NXT, but I thought this was a good match. Chad Gable won by DQ. Gunther got involved, and they're obviously playing the story of like Gunther deep down, he doesn't want to admit it, but deep down he knows like Chad Gable somewhat has his number, and Chad Gable is a threat to his title. Not saying Chad Gable's going to win, but still, that's not saying it's a possibility that he could win. Seth Rollins called out Shinsuke Nakamura. And yeah, man, this was a good segment here. Shinsuke did attack Seth Rollins. I think this is a really nice story of, again, with the back injury. Rollins kind of laughing the back injury off and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought this was a nice little segment for both guys before their match. And I think this will definitely be the main event of Payback. Most definitely. Champa took on Bronson Reed. This match sucked. I ain't gonna lie. This match sucked. Like that. Even with the ending, like when Champa hit his move, it was like, wait, he won. The match is over. Like that's it. Like there was, like this match lasted like 2 minutes. But Champa won, and Champa seemed a little shocked that he won at the end. But nonetheless, Rhea, Ripley, and Dominic came out, and Rhea just cutting the promo on Raquel. Raquel coming out there. I forgot to mention Raquel actually had a really good vignette early in the night talking about her match for Payback. But Raquel came out. She attacked Rhea. And yeah, those two women are going to go at it most definitely at the Payback pay-per-view. So I thought that was a nice segment as well. After we saw the nice tribute video from Terry Funk, and we saw the main event, as you see in the picture here, Trish Stratus accompanying her girl, Zoey Stark, as she took on Becky Lynch in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And I thought the match was solid for the most part. The ending was okay. You know, Becky and Trish, you know, going at it, you know, before their match at the Steel Cage at Payback. Obviously, they're going to be in that Steel Cage. But overall, man, I thought this was a really good episode of Monday Night Raw, with this being the go-home show. SmackDown should be really good as well. You know, we got Jimmy Uso coming back, so it's going to be intriguing to see what he does, what he says. And we see the return of John Cena, man. John Cena, man, just goes to show you how much he loves WWE. Like, John Cena is not only going to be coming to this episode of SmackDown, but the fact that he's going to legitimately be on every single SmackDown from September all the way to October, man, dude, it just goes to show you that John Cena is he loves this, man. He eats, sleeps, breathes the WWE. Even when he's off doing the Hollywood stuff, he's not letting that get to his head. He's still committed to WWE because that's his home. And I know I'm getting a little off topic here, but I hope that like they do some stuff with Cena. Like they don't just have him show up and wrestle dark matches afterwards, like, and not have him be on the show. Like, I would use this time to like let Cena cook with some of the young talent. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what he does. He'll definitely go at it with Grayson Waller. But I hope y'all enjoyed my Raw review. Continue to like, comment, all that good stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah.